Hiya YouTube. I'm just trying to get the light in okay. Anyway, I thought it'd been a long time since my last video and I'm sorry about that guys. But I thought I just wanted to do another video today. I've been trying to do this for about 2 weeks about my experience. Homeschooling, how easy has it been, how hard. So this video is basically about my experience of homeschooling, and also there's some questions that people have asked me which I thought I'd throw in as well. First of all, when I decided to homeschool, I didn't just decide that overnight, just so people would know. It was something that I took 3 months to research and stuff, to find out this and find out that and all that sort of thing. And we have more questions, but also I did want to say that I do recommend people, if your children are socially happy and mentally happy at school, then leave them in school, because they need that social environment, obviously. But if they're suffering and they're looking sad and depressed, then obviously do something about it. That's what I'm saying. So this video is basically for beginners as well, because they ask me all the time what exam boards to do, what exam boards to use, and what stuff do we need. So these questions and information in here is basically to help everyone. Okay, but the first question is, what do you need to start homeschooling? Other than the basics like pads, paper, pens and stuff like that, it depends again on how many kids you have and also what kind of subjects you're doing, how many exams you want to take. So really, I have to look in deeper to this one, but obviously the books, paper, pens. To begin with, I didn't have very much to start with. I just brought the subject, one book off of Amazon for each subject she was doing, and pads and pens, and then we have the internet. As long as you have the internet, I think you'd be great, you'd be fine. So yeah, so what do you need to start homeschooling? The internet would be, and a computer, paper, pens, and a good textbook basically. But yeah, about that one for that. Also, do you get any help? Now, I would say kind of no, but you get £287 from the government, so you only get a little bit of help. In the UK, it's like £100 to £150 an exam, so they give you 287, so that barely covers 2 exams, if you think of it, 150 each. So you don't get that much help. So if you decide to take 12 exams, 287 is not help at all really, it's just not much at all. So you get a little bit of help, okay? But I would, like I said, recommend that you save for the whole period that you're homeschooling. And if you're only doing 6 exams, then 3 cost me 367. So if, say, you've already got 287 from the government, which is what I've already had, you've only got to put so much more to that, like 50 or 60. So I think if you did 4, it's more or less 450, 550 to 600, and so forth and so forth. So you just add 150 on each time. Anyway, the next question is there places you recommend for free staff to help? In the UK, yes, there's a lot of internet sites. You can also use some of the American sites for things like history or other things, but they're also, the one I do find, oh my god, hair, is TES, T-E-S. TES.com is really good. It gives you free papers, it also gives you free quizzes, information on anything. Also, you pay like £1 or £1.50 for certain bundles you can get on there, and they do maths, history, geography, all that sort of thing, English lit and everything. They got a lot on there, it's really good. Another place is Edexcel, Edexcel, at Pearson's, Pearsons. They do the free papers and teaching assist sort of resources and stuff like that. So that's where I got all my exam papers from, and AQA, got them from there as well. AQA, and these two, Edexcel Pearson's and AQA, are both exam boards. So if you choose to do Edexcel Pearson's or AQA, I'll be coming across that later on, but you have to do Edexcel books or Edexcel work to go with those exams. So, and you go by the Edexcel papers, past papers, or you do the AQA papers. Okay, education packs worksheets. That's it's called education packs worksheet. Education pack worksheets. I think it's at Beaches at Risk, geography based site. It's a geography based site, that one. So yeah, Beaches at Risk. If you just put Beaches at Risk, then it should come up with that. Or education pack worksheets, put that in. Also, if you're doing arty subjects, excuse me a moment. If you're doing an arty subject, then glencoe.mheducation.com. That is basically giving you about that much paper a book free. It's an art course or an art history course, if that's around that, and you can print up about 1,000 pages, which I've already done, and that is a good place to do for your art stuff. They give you lessons and answer questions and information. Also, if you're doing Latin, the latinlibrary.com is really good with handouts and stuff. Also, khanacademy.org is really good for that's a good place to start as well with maths, especially because they do little lessons on how to do stuff, so that's pretty good. Also, I recommend Wattpad, WATT. It's for reading extracts of stories. People can write stories and put them in there, and you can read other people's stories and stuff like that, so it's pretty good as well. Also, for another place, which is an odd one, read.co.uk. These do free courses on finance and educational stuff, plus you can buy other courses like fashion and art therapy and stuff like that for a fee of about £10 to £80, I think, seen. But they do loads and loads of free courses and loads for £10, which is good price range. Also, there's online, not that one, that's something I've done already. Also, there's for little kids, if you want to get paper and colouring and stuff, supercolouring.com is really good. And again, another one I recommend is PDF Drive. That's basically, you can download free books and print them up and read them there and there if you want. So that is really good. I recommend PDF Drive. Also, You Teach, which they find lessons and plans and other information, which is really good. I think I've started with them as well. Also, there's also Mr. Frampton, which is Mr. FRAMPTON.com, and that's /art history, that art dash and history. Well, I should put the links below when I've finished anyway. That's basically study guides and worksheets for art history stuff. So that's that one. Also, there's the BBC website. I can't remember what it's called now. I don't use that very much. Not because it's not good, but because my child is now in the last year of seniors, so it's not really, we use other stuff now. But it's good for juniors and below seniors. Schoolhistory.co.uk, that's around GCSE, and that's about ancient world, medieval, early modern, industrial age, and the modern world. That is that one. Also, to buy books and things like that for all your subjects, I would recommend only three places. Amazon, Book Depository, and World of Books. Now, World of Books is very good if you spend so much. I don't think you have to pay for delivery, which is good, but you can get a good handful of books for about £10, and if you're only going to use them once, it's really a good place to go. I didn't find them until last year, so the World of Books, and then by then it was too late because I'd already brought all the books I needed from Amazon and the Book Depository and from my local bookstore, blah blah, Also, the studyladder.co.uk is a good place as well, and they do stuff for all subjects plus learning tools for year 1 to 6. Year 1 to year 6. Now, they do some for year 7, 8 and 9, but not very much. So I wouldn't recommend that for the senior side, but mostly for the juniors. Also, if you want to pay for a course for homeschooling, then I recommend Structured Home Learning. That ranges from £249 to around £639 or something like that. So that gives you all your lessons, including timetables and stuff like that. So that gives you quite a lot. So that'd be SHL. That stands for Structured Home Learning. Also, another place for revision for GCSE and stuff, this is getrevising.co.uk. Now they have hundreds of sheets, really hundreds of sheets for year 10 and 11 and even year 9 stuff, just to do stuff. They do activity sheets, worksheets and everything. It's really pretty good on there. Okay, next question. Exam boards. Now we did discuss these. There's two already said, edXL, Pearson's and AQA. There are a few more. This is WJEC. These are the ones in the UK, Wales and Ireland. So it's WJEC, that's one of them. Then we got the AQA, which is one I said, edXL, which is another one, and OCR, and the CCEA. These are all examples that are used in the UK. There are a few more, but these are the most common ones. To make sure if you use, say, AQA exam board, just make sure you use the AQA subject books that go with it. And if you go to the AQA exam centre, the site on your internet, they should give you past papers and recommend books and all that sort of thing on there. So that is that one. Okay. You can do edXL with English and then do AQA history. That doesn't matter as long as you're using the book that goes with the subject, and the exam board has to be the same as the book and the subject you're doing. Next question. Okay, question, homeschool meetups and centres. Now there are a few of those around, but you'd have to look online in your area. If you search Yahoo, and I did have a leaflet, I can't find it at the moment, of certain places around the UK of homeschool meetups and stuff, but all you have to do is put into your Google search homeschool meetups and it should come up with a few. So I can't really help you on that subject, but only you just got to put it in for your area search, I'm afraid, to find them. It should be, Yahoo should do a lot, and Facebook groups obviously, and Twitter maybe, look on there. Also, how do I plan my day? Well, I did try using a planner and even tried using a binder, a little binder like this with all my stuff in it and stuff, but it didn't quite work out, mostly because I find that, hang on, sorry, it's going cold. I find using a planner and saying that I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this on this day, and then do this, 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 and this, and this tomorrow, I find that if she's behind because she's stuck on something and she can't do it, and we spend an extra hour on this lesson doing that, then all the stuff I had planned for the next day is gone out the window, isn't it? So we kind of take the day as it comes. She has a timetable. Hang on. Sorry about that. Someone at my door. She has a timetable. It starts at 8:30 in the morning and she finishes at 3 every single day. She does 4 subjects at the moment and she has 2 hours of these subjects. Say she's doing maths, English, history and science. So she'll have basically 2 hours of each of those every day, plus an hour of the other lessons before that. So at the end of the day, she'll have 2 hours. So she starts after lunch, which is 1 o'clock. She'll have 2 hours of maths on a Monday, 2 hours of literature on a Tuesday, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And the rest of the day is just an odd hour here and there through the day. She has 4, I think, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours a day of schooling. So 2 hours on a Monday is basically one subject, which she does a lot of, so we get through a lot more work. So yeah, we don't use a planner. Systems, they're just not for us. They're not for everybody. Timetable is best for me, as we have one downstairs and we have one upstairs, so she can see what she's got. We also have a homework timetable, so if she gets homework on a Monday, brings it back Wednesday, homework on Wednesday, brings it back Friday, and then gets homework Friday, brings it back Monday. So we have all that sort of thing, and we go by that, and she does pages in the book, and we talk about stuff, she watches videos. Also podcasts are good. Pod streams for history. There's a good one on pod streams on YouTube, I think it is, or somewhere, I don't know where it is now. And it's for GCSE history, which she needs a lot of attention for the history part, yeah. Anyway, next point. Oh yeah, I've just done that one. Do I know of any calendar printouts? Oh my god, it's raining! That's really loud in here because of the plastic roof. Do I know of good calendar printouts? Yes, I do. And it's called calendarpedia.com. They do a lot of calendars and timetables and other sort of weekly dailies and stuff like that. So I recommend those. So that's calendarpedia.com for that one. Also, book recommendations to read. Again, it depends on your child, your age, and their sort of level of reading. I mean, mine obviously are quite good at reading, so when we look for books, especially on the World of Books now, we look in the teen areas, and the young teen, which is based at the 20-odds and stuff like that, but she can read those perfectly alright. So, and I like to buy trilogies, so she's got a continuous story, so it's quite good. But books, it's up to you as a parent which ones you allow them to read at the end of the day. I mean, you're not going to buy a site with loads of sex in it if they're 10, are you? So you've got to be, serious about what books you buy. Okay, and there's another question, which was similar to the back at the beginning. Equipment needed, most important equipment needed. Now, I definitely would recommend a computer and a printer with internet, obviously. And subjects you study, you need a book from each of those subjects, so you have a book to go by, so you know, and then you can look on the internet for some worksheets to go with that subject and blah blah blah. A whiteboard, I recommend a whiteboard. If you can't afford a whiteboard, then you can afford them if you go to the pound shop. Everyone's got a pound shop in their area. There's usually a pound shop in a £1 board or £2.50 board in there. It doesn't have to be very big, just enough to write a few things on it and here and there. Next question. How many hours a day do I school? I did discuss this earlier. We start at 8:30 and finish at 3. She has a half-hour break in the morning from 9:30 to 10, and then she has an hour for lunch at 12 till 1. And then we stick by the timetable. She doesn't come away from it. She starts at 8:30, goes by her breaks, and then she finishes it at 3 o'clock every day. Now, if we're stuck on a subject, then we tend to go into the next lesson. But that's fine because we haven't got a planner to stick to. We go by page in the book, and we don't have set time for each page. Obviously, if we have to go over this page and it takes a week, then that's what we do. We're usually behind on stuff because of that, but at least we cover it, So I never can plan ahead. It's not really good. For me and my family, it's not good planning ahead. Also, do I give mock exams? Yes, I did. In fact, for her English, as you can tell by how well she did for her English, that we did a lot of English mock exams. We did about 30 mock English throughout the months. It was a lot of English papers, and that's why she got a 5 in that. So that was pretty good. But we detoured from we did do combined science for 3 years, and the last few months we kind of changed to chemistry because she liked chemistry better, and she failed it. She got an E. So that is my fault, and that's one of the lessons I learned. So we've gone back to combined science now, and we're going to be sticking to that. History, it's a bigger subject. So I'm not surprised she didn't do good in that. But hopefully she'll get better next year, I should say. So she got an E on history as well, which the history subject is that big, isn't it? It's like amazingly big. So yeah, next. How do we study for exams? Well, like I said, we do normal work until January, and then after that, I give her an exam paper, a mock exam, every week in each subject. So she'll have 5 mock exams a week, and she'll do another 5 the following week, and another 5 the following week, and we'll do that. I kind of push her to it. We didn't do as much last year. I pushed her in her English because that's one of the subjects she needs to pass to go into college, obviously. So I really pushed the English, and she got a C star in her English, which is a 5. So that was pleasing to, one of the main subjects we wanted, she got a pass anyway. So she has got a GCSE at the moment. Basically we stick the timetable, and let me see what we've put. So I give her mock exams and a tester, and I give her flashcards and stuff like that. She gets loads of those upstairs, and I give her some videos to watch, and she takes notes and stuff like that. So she has loads of stuff for history and notes and chemistry and all that. Okay, but sticking to a timetable is really good. I know it sounds like being at school, but she is at school at home. She's at school, but she's at home at school, so she has to have routine, and she has to have a certain period where she does what she has to do for school. I'm not saying everyone should be sticking to a timetable, but if you're free to do, especially at this age, they've got to concentrate on exams and stuff. They're not going to pass, are they? So they're not going to learn much about history and geography and their maths by playing in the garden or going out with their mates. But anyway, that's obviously, I don't know who does that anyway, but The last question, I think, last question. I think that's it, The last question is, do I recommend podcast streams, etc., or webinars and stuff like that? Well, if you can find them, yes, I do recommend having them. And also, I would recommend watching a few YouTube videos in a certain subject. They do good ones, especially for exam revising and stuff like that. I've got a YouTube channel for homeschooling and a blog for homeschooling, and it's not a blog that tells you what to do for everything, and there's some free PDFs on there for some lessons, and there's also cross stitch. If anyone's interested in cross stitch, there's loads of free cross stitch patterns on there as well. So basically, do I recommend podcasts and webinars and stuff? Yes. I was going to look for the podcast, but it's called GCSE History Podcast, and it's on, I just put it into the Google search for History Podcast GCSE, and it should come up with 1 or 2, I'm sure it will. But that's about all I'm doing. I think that's it. I will do another video soon, but I've got so much to do in the way of sewing, and I've got a new store that's supposed to be opening up next week, so I've been really behind on that, and trying to get my badges sorted. Where is it? Oh no, can't see it very well. There we go. These are my badges that I'm making. So but so sorry it's been a long time. I will get to make another video soon. I'm due to do one again soon. But this one was just my experience of homeschooling, and would I do it again if I was asked? Would I do it again if I had to go through all that again? Yes, I would. I think I would. And I've worked hard. It's been hard looking for the research and stuff, trying to get all the books. I spent about £2,000 or so on it, maybe more. I don't know, £2,000 or so on books and papers and boards and inks and printers and just everything. And to also buy just a few books. I've just recently bought a few, which is from Combined Science on Amazon, and it's to get the grade 5, target 5 thing, and I thought I'd get some of them for history and Combined Science. And it's easier to do that than it is to go through the stupid book I got. So But yeah, so I recommend everything I've just talked about. If you have any questions, please plonk them down below somewhere, or above, or sideways. And I wish you good luck. On my blog there is a detailed description of how to start homeschooling and what you have to do, just in case you don't know. And I have done a video of that as well. I can't remember whereabouts it is, but you just got to nibble around in my video section. And good luck with your homeschooling. And like I said, recommended, do not take them out of school if they are socially happy, as this obviously is important for every child to be at school. And I know that. And she did like going to school, she liked learning, but she also missed her friends, because they weren't even her friends if they weren't friends. But she just missed that time with people, and she has a few now, but yeah, we're not talking about this anyway. But yeah, just recommended stay in school if they're socially happy and emotionally happy. And if you have any questions about these questions or anything else, do please like and subscribe for more videos. Is there anything else I need to talk about? No, I think that's it. I didn't want to go too long. It's only 26 minutes now, just gone. Maybe 26 minutes and half a minute. But yeah, so I think that's about it. But yeah, good luck with your homeschooling. If you have any questions, there are videos on my videos here, and they've also got loads of PDFs and links to certain places that I've been putting on there over the years. So there should be quite a lot there. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll just see you soon for the next video, which won't be as long, promise. Bye. Oh, sorry, bye.